All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Great grand rising to the royal family, Unc and Ma'at. If you guys can see me loud and clear, and if you can hear me loud and clear, please do drop a 111 in the chat. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, if you can see me loud and clear, please do drop a 111 in the chat. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Great grand. Thank you for the feedback, YouTube. Welcome also to my YouTubers out there, the subscribers. Let me make sure you guys can see me nice and clean. How are you guys doing out there in the YouTube land? Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Mark with a C, Blake, and I am your humble servant trader here on Profits Before Sunrise, where we take only the highest probability trade ideas, executing them with discipline, patience, and consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you again for making the decision to be here with us in the morning. You could be many, many places, but you've chosen to rock out with us this morning. 5 a.m. we start every single morning looking at binary options in the foreign exchange market. It is a very large market, ladies and gentlemen. Over $7 trillion is being exchanged on a daily basis in this market. And we have the good fortune of diving in there and trying to take some for ourselves. So without any further delay, let us do just that. Let us do just that. We start off our session every single morning, first and foremost, by letting you guys know that the information we're going to be sharing can only be taken or should only be taken as educational purposes only and not as investment advice. All right. Trading involves risk. So you should apply proper risk management. Past results do not guarantee future results. All right. Now, again, if you are on YouTube, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It does help us out greatly. And if you could be so kind, if you like the information that you get, if it's of value, go ahead and hit the like button. If not, hit the dislike button. Either way, let us know, because if what we're doing cannot stand up to scrutiny, then we probably should not be doing it at all. All right. So let's dive in. The first thing that I want to do is go on over to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com. All right, forexfactory.com is going to prepare ourselves to see if there are any news events that may be coming out that could potentially affect us. All right. Last night we saw how NZD news, the official cash rate, affected the market. You wouldn't want to be trading binary, especially when that drops, right? Totally different move in a different direction in a very volatile way. Okay. Let's see. So today being Wednesday, February the 28th, I have USD GDP coming out quarterly at 8:30 a.m. So if you're going to be in the market trading for the opening of the New York session, you want to be careful looking at the 8:30 a.m. USD news. Okay, if you're going to be trading in that session, you know, London crossover, New York, all that good stuff, you want to ensure that you pay attention to the USD 8:30 a.m. news, because that might significantly move the market. All right. All right. I see you guys. I see you guys. I see you guys. Thanks for the ones. Thanks for the ones. Okay, nothing else seems to be affecting us at this time. So I'm going to just swing on over to the currency strength meter. The currency strength meter is a very important tool that we use to understand the strengths of the currency, which then further helps us to understand how the currencies will be moving. All right. There are three conditions that you go through when you're in the market. You either going up, down, or sideways. It's that simple, up, down, or sideways. Now, how do you determine whether you're going up, down, or sideways? Of course, number one is to look at the market, but number two is you can actually look at the currency strength meter. Why? Because it's a battle between two currencies, right? So, for example, the currencies that we like to focus on in the morning, Euro JPY being one of them, Euro USD, you might want to write those down. Euro JPY, Euro USD, USD JPY, and of late we've been looking at the AUD and the GBPs, right? So Euro JPY, we can see where JPY is stronger than the Euro. Therefore, we're anticipating that price is pushing down. All right, because the second currency, which is the Japanese yen, is stronger than the euro, which is the first currency. And we know the first currency is the base currency, and the second currency is a quote currency. So if the second is bigger than the first, we're going down. If the second currency is bigger than the first currency, we're going down. All right, or should be going down. And then the differences between the two strengths will help to determine the momentum that the market will have. So let's say, for example, Euro JPY is only 1 bar versus Euro USD, which is 2 bar differences. I would anticipate the Euro USD to have a stronger move to the downside than the Euro JPY. So which one am I going to focus on? The one with the stronger move. You know, a lot of people say, Mark, volatility, ugh, you know, they're afraid of the volatility. Isn't that volatile? Well, that's what we want. We want the market to be moving. We want the currency to be flowing. You got to follow the money. All right. So Euro USD should be dropping. USD JPY should be climbing. Write it down, guys. Write it down. We're going to go through this. AUD JPY should be also falling. AUD USD should be also falling. And when I also say falling, I might interchange the words bearish or bullish. Bullish means that we're going up. Bearish means that we're going down. All right. Because we're trading binary options, it is very important to us to get into moves with strong reactions because we're going in for a very, very quick amount of time. When I say quick, I mean we're doing 1, 2, 3 minute trades. All right. Today we'll be doing ready, set, go strategy, which involves 3 minute trades. All right. GBP JPY should be going down. GBP USD should be going down. All right. So let's swing on over to the charts now and analyze the pairs. Now, if it is that what's happening on the charts doesn't reflect what's happening on the currency strength meter, well, of course, you know, the charts will always win. Okay. TradingView is an amazing tool that we use to analyze the market. All right. It starts off free. I have a free version, but I would suggest that you get your upgraded versions, right? Because you're going to need the different tools that they have. You're going to need different indicators, right? I think the free version is limited to only 2, and you're allowed to use more when you actually sign up. All right. So that's TradingView. You see, I have a number of indicators on here. I'm actually going to be changing over to just using these two. All right, just to keep it simple. And we're going to start looking at Euro USD first, which is this one that we're on right about now, pushing up. Let's drop down to the 5 minute and see what's going on. All right, so we had this nice move to the downside. Let's see if we're going to get this. Well, see now, I wouldn't be buying. I wouldn't be buying in this nature of things. Euro USD should be selling. All right, so I'd actually be selling. Number 1, the moving average is above you. Number 2, you're trending down. So the currency strength meter is correct. USD is stronger than Euro by 2 bars, so we should be going down. The question is when. Right now is actually a good time. It's 5:14. We just potentially got a retest on this floor right here. We have a ceiling that's right here. And we also have another floor right here. Okay. Mark, what's the floor? This is the support area. This is a resistance area. Well, price actually leveled out here, broke through it, came back up, tested it, and could potentially be dropping right now. Potential move. All right, potential move. So I swing on over to the 1 minute and I see what the 1 minute is doing. I like when my 5 minute RSI is in alignment with my 1 minute RSI. That is, if the 5 minute is overbought and pointing down, I'd like to see the 1 minute also overbought and pointing down. All right. So that's 5:15, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can go ahead and prepare myself for a potential trade opportunity to the downside on Euro USD. All right. So we have a nice bearish candle going on right now. I'll set 3 minutes on the clock. And the only issue I see with this so far is that the RSI is close to the oversold line, but still looking good. 58-second is coming up right about now. That would be your entry if you were going to take this trade. I'm just showing you guys how to do this. This would be your entry if you're going to take this trade right here. Why? Because you had this candle moving in your direction. The 5 minutes is pointing down. 1 minute isn't where I'd like it to be. All right. I'd like the 1 minute to be up here because what this suggests is that there's a potential opportunity for the market to push up. All right. So it may push up, may push back down for the time frame of the 3 minutes, but we will see. All right. So that's Euro USD. Let us keep searching real quick. So Euro USD is the first one, and we're looking very bearish with that for now. Let's go ahead and put the red. And the next one to look at is Euro JPY. Euro JPY, how you doing? What's the market looking like here? Doing almost the same thing. We had a floor here. These are markups from previously. I can still use them. They're still valid. We were looking for a break of this floor and a retest. So we got the break of the floor and we're retesting right now. You see, our strategy is very simple. It's about what we call market structure. There are going to be a few things that the price will do over and over and over again. Sometimes it will do it flawlessly, sometimes it doesn't. All right, break and retest is something we see is more flawlessly done than others. All right, and so for that reason, we use that as a pattern that we look for when we're trading in the market. So we have a push up and a respect of this zone, a potential drop. We can see that the euro is getting stronger right now. Let me check to see if we have any arrows or anything on it. It's pretty close, only 1 bar. Usually if you have 1 bar, guess what that means? It means that you are almost in consolidation mode, okay? I'm gonna go over to that Euro USD real quick. It's still pushing up. I may have to double up this trade. Still pushing up. I may have to double up this trade. What does double up mean? It means that I'm gonna take a higher position because the one that we're in is too low. So I'm gonna go in 3, 2, 1. So I just took a higher position. So let's see how that flows. All right, just took a higher position. Let me see how that flows. Where would my higher position be? I'll show you. My higher position came right about here. All right, and slightly below. It's like literally halfway on that wick. And we have about 6 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's a clear. All right, so I had to mitigate that because price had pushed up just slightly bit over where we were. And the double up is a strategy that I use when I want to clear trades that may need a better entry. Let's say a higher entry, like I just did. All right, because price was intending to push down, but because that 1 minute was already oversold, take a look, guys, right here. Go back over your trades to see where you could have improved. All right, this trade, the 5 minute was pushing down, but the 1 minute was already close to being oversold. 9 times out of 10, price will want to push back up. All right, so you can wait for it to get back up there potentially, or if you have enough momentum, sometimes it will continue to push down. In this situation, because it's only 2 bar difference, the momentum isn't great. So there's not this big push to drop. All right, next opportunity is coming up at 5:20. Let me know if you guys on Zoom was able to clear by using the double up. I'm sure if you did not use a double up, you more than likely would not have cleared that one like I did. Got to learn the double up, guys. It's a lifesaver. You guys have seen it a number of times. 520 is coming up. Let's see if we're going to get that move. I don't have an arrow on the euro or USD, but what I do know is it's very close in strength. Okay, let's keep on moving. Whenever that's ready to make a move, it will make a move. All right, so we have the euro pushing back up into the zone right now. 1 minute and the 5 minute are both overbought. So this is looking good for a turnaround. So 520, that's euro JPY, potential 1 minute move if it shows us signs of weakening. Right now, it's just gunning. It's bullish, super bullish. Let me go ahead and remove drawings on the 1 minute so we're not confused here. So yeah, so it's pushing up, as you can see, still pushing. Let's look at Euro USD real quick. Euro USD also pushing. They kind of seem like they're twinning today, right? Euro USD, Euro JPY. They kind of seem like they're twinning right now. And all three of them, if you look at my currency strength meter over here, that's on the chart, they're pretty close to each other as well. You see how they're like bottlenecked together? So they're almost equal. What does that mean? It usually means consolidation. It means that the market is literally moving sideways. It means that if you were to go and look at the bulls and the bears, they're fighting this out. They're duking it out together, and not one side is stronger than the other. So they're just kind of in limbo, right? We wait to see if we're going to get a currency strength favor to the downside. We need the euro to lose strength so we can continue going to the downside. All right. Until then, it's going to continue climbing. Where she's going to go, maybe up to this ceiling, because that's the last ceiling she needs to test to drop. All right. All right. Let's keep on moving. USD JPY is almost neck and neck. You can see that she's falling slightly. All right. But she's above the moving average, so we should be buying. No questions asked. So where do you buy? Well, let's look. Price was heading up, 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 came to a floor here, came back to the floor. This is what you call a double bottom, and pushed off the floor. So we can see where that already happened. No, this is, yeah, that already happened. USD JPY. So that already happened. So we should be buying with this. So what did we clear earlier? Euro USD. Okay. So we should be buying with this, but you can see currently right now, take a look. Take a look at this. We are actually in a small little downtrend. You see that? We're in what is known as a retracement. So you had an impulse leg. Now you have a retracement leg. We're pulling back down. In order for me to take this trade, I can only take it in probably two places or three, more than likely just two places right now. Watch this. We have a floor right here, right? We have a ceiling right here. If we were trying to just randomly buy this market and we get to here, there's a possibility that it might just do what? Push us right back down, okay? Because we're stepping down. We're in a downtrend right now. Slight downtrend, not downtrend. We're in a retracement. Let me say the correct terminology. We're in a retracement. Does not mean you're in a downtrend because it's moving down. You're in a retracement leg. Remember, you have two legs. You have the impulse leg and the retracement leg. So you're looking at the retracement leg here. Okay? And you're shifting to the downside. No, I'm not going to take this trade for a sell because I know at any given point, price could do this. Why? There's upward momentum in the market. The USD is just a hair stronger than the Japanese yen, so they say on the currency strength meter. I'm looking at this currency strength meter here, however, and it's telling me that the Japanese yen is slightly stronger than the USD. Japanese yen is the gray line. The USD is the yellow line. If the gray line is above the yellow line, it means it's stronger. It's that simple. Okay, so whichever line is above the next line, it's stronger than it. So Euro being the blue line is stronger than the JPY. So it's Euro JPY should be buying right now on the 5-minute time frame. Euro USD should be buying right now on the 5-minute time frame. And USD JPY, which is what we're on right now, USD JPY, JPY is stronger, so we're seeing more selling pressure. AUD is green. Okay, everything seems to be stronger than the AUD on that chart. All right. So if we're going to be taking any form of a buying opportunity, it would be off this floor right now. Okay, at 525, it will be off this floor. And that will be USD JPY. Okay, so USD JPY, 3 minutes on the chart. You'd be looking for potential moves up from here. But look, we have not yet gotten the alert to say that we are at the RSI 30. We're literally hovering above it. So for me personally, that's usually not a trade I take because I like when the RSI goes below the 30% line for the oversold condition. Then I look for the push up. But if you feel risque, all right, the 58 second is coming up on that 525. You're seeing the 1 minute pushing up. You're seeing the 5 minute pushing off. This could be a potential entry on the 58, which would be right there. Okay. Personally, I did not take it, but that could be a move. Why didn't I take it? Because my system requires for this yellow line to fall below this green line, creating this kind of a condition where you see this red shadow. I need to see that before I can pull the trigger. Failing that, guess what I'm seeing? Guess what I'm seeing? I'm seeing the price falling below this green line no matter what. Still, even though it's right hovering where it is, I don't see it pushing right up from here. I see it pushing below that green line, creating the condition I need, and then me looking to take it. All right, that's what I see. So until I get that, I wait. All right. So USD JPY is green. All right, and see how it's falling? See it's still falling? See it's still falling, still pressing back into that zone. So I'm not getting that jolt of momentum to the upside. That's because it's swinging down. All right, it's moving down. I'm not in for that right now. Okay. So I'll wait. I'll wait. Let's look at something else. Let's scan back over to Euro USD. All right. You see, guys, look at that movement. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Looking for that movement. You see? You see that? Yes, sir. That's the movement that we were looking for. That's the movement that we actually was hoping for. But because we're selling, and we broke through here, where is the next possible or likely place that we could take our trade? Right here. Okay. So price, let's move this out the way because we broke through it. Okay. All right. So we know from this currency strength meter that Euro is currently stronger than the USD. But do you want to really buy in a downtrend? I don't think that's wise. The only time, check this game, guys, free game right now, free game, okay, free game. The only time that I would be willing to contemplate a buy when I am in a downward trending position is when we have something known as a change of character. See, the change of character is where price is now switching from one condition, downtrend, into another condition, uptrend. That is probably the only time I consider a buy opportunity when I'm below this moving average. Okay, this is a 200 moving average. That indicates that I'm actually selling. We're in a downward moving market here. But why would I be buying? Because of the change of character. It's telling me that we're no longer going down. We are getting ready to go up. Notice I said getting ready. Doesn't mean it's going to go up. But that's the only time that I would chance that reaction. And I do say the word chance because it would be a risk. Everything is a risk. Waking up and going on the road is a risk. Getting married is risky. Having children is risky. It's all risky, guys. All right. So you just got to pick your battles. And that's one that I would pick if I have a change of character. So somebody says, Mark, what's a change of character? Well, that's another for another time. We can't get into that right now. Okay. But I'll be looking for the sell opportunity of this level to go back down. Right. Now, failing that, we've had a change of character actually here. That was a change of character right there when price broke through that level. This was also a change of character here, indicating to us that she's pushing up. She's pushing up. So I personally, ladies and gentlemen, would be cautious about trying to sell this market right now. This is how I cherry pick my trades. I'm seeing the change of character happening not once, twice. Does that mean it's not gonna drop? No, because just like you said, this one red candle drop here, we could get another drop right here, but it's only one candle that dropped. It's not moving down like these. You see like how these move down and these move down and these move down and these. No, it's not moving down like that. This is what you call a base. This was a rally up, a base, and then another rally. Okay. So yes, potentially we could be taking a sell opportunity here. Would be nice, but price is pushing up, right? Price is pushing up. That's the next level for it to get to before it has to fail. If it breaks through this level, we're going up. And from here, it's just waiting for price to break back above this and start moving into the uptrend. Okay. Now, why trading is so dynamic, guys, is that there's no wrong or right way. The market follows a certain set of rules. And it could be that this whole thing from here down to here is one impulse. On the way down, you had a little retracement. On the way down, you had a little retracement. On the way down, you had a little retracement. But the entire impulse move is from here down to here. And so you could be looking at a reversal of that whole zone. Because if you check a higher time frame, let's say a 15-minute, you're going to see this start to turn more and more like one move. You see? The only difference here is this little one doji here. But this is all red. So like I'm saying, guys, this could be all one move from here down to here. You see that? And so when you get to the 61.8, the 70.6, or the 78.6, you could get a push back down. Okay? So that's why I don't rule out the fact that it still could drop, because on a higher time frame, that could be a retracement level. But remember, we are not looking at higher time frames, we're looking at the lower time frame. I mean, shoot, we're executing our trade on a 1-minute time frame. And all we need is 3 minutes in the right direction. Right? So 3 minutes in the wrong direction could be detrimental if it's pushing up and it's not ready to drop. What if it wanted to get to the 78.6, which we've seen a lot? What if it wanted to get to the 78.6 for the Fibonacci level right here before it drops? But we're on a 5-minute time frame trying to sell. Wouldn't work out for you. So you got to be careful, guys. And that's also one of the reasons why we do our top-down analysis. I haven't done it in a while, but that's one of the reasons why we do our top-down analysis. So as we get to this area here, if you are feeling up to it, you can, of course, look for the conditions of a sell opportunity, and that would be one that you could chance. Okay? Me, I'm not going to chance it. I'm good. What else do we need to look at? AUD JPY. Okay. So 535 is coming up, guys. You'll be focusing your attention over on the 1 minute, looking for momentum to the downside. You can see the RSI is already doing its thing, crossing and heading down. The MACD is getting ready to cross with a potential shift also to head down. And yeah, you can see also a wick. You can see a wick being created over here that usually signals reversal as well, forming a candlestick pattern. All right, you can identify different candlestick patterns, whether it be a shooting star, a hangman, a three-line strike, evening star, whatever you want to call them, doji, hammer. I mean, they go on and on and on and on, right? But you don't necessarily need to know the name. What we need to know is why it's doing what it's doing. All right, why it's doing what it's doing. All right. Why does it create a wick to the upside versus a downside? Why? Why is that? Why is the body of the candlestick smaller versus bigger? Why is that? And what does it signal? What does it signify? Okay. All right. So you could have gotten in here on this candlestick closing on the 58-second right now. That could be an entry for you. As you can see, price is now rejecting. You're getting more of a bearish candlestick here. 5 minute hasn't quite crossed yet, but that would be your entry on the closing of this candle. So you would have entered here, okay, to take this market down about 3 bars, because each one of these bars, each one of these candlesticks represent 1 minute on the 1 minute time frame. So you'd be looking to take this for 3 candlesticks down. All right. Let's swing on over to AUD JPY. AUD JPY. All right. Looking where AUD is pretty weak. However, it does have an arrow on it, an upward arrow pointing to the bullish side, which tells us that the AUD is getting stronger, right? And if AUD is getting stronger against the JPY, it means that although we should be dropping, we're going to have some slight upward movement. Okay. The severity or the strength of that upward movement is really going to be determined by how strong that AUD is. Well, it's not so strong right now. It's only 5 bars, and JPY is literally 9 bars. So you should still see momentum to the downside, but just bear in mind there is an arrow on AUD. All right, so let's look at AUD JPY here. Where would we be taking this opportunity? Price gave us some significant movement to the downside, massive bearish pressure. But if we're going to be moving back down, look, there's a process. We created a high here, created a low here. Price actually broke past the low, retested it here, and then dropped. Okay? Now, I'm skeptical about the fact that this drop did not break this floor here, because that would be the next move. The next move for AUD would be for it to break this floor coming down, but it didn't. It respected it, and it went up. Now it's back at that level, could potentially be respecting it again to go back down, okay? So that would be your trade entry on the 535. The 535 would be right here. That would be your entry on the 5 minute time, on the 1 minute time frame for 3 minutes. Okay, 1, 2. If you took this trade at 535, you'd be in it right now, and you'd be like doing this. Why? Because you're close to your entry. You've not yet passed it to go back down. So there's a potential in 16 seconds for you to lose this trade if it doesn't push below that, if you took it at 535. All right. All right. But AUD has an up arrow, so you know it gets sketchy. In this area here, you can see consolidation happening. 1 minute, just the candlestick just ended. You would not have cleared that had you taken it at 535. All right. So 540 is the next opportunity. Potentially you could take the next one, because look, it's now respecting it. The 5 minute has touched the red line. The 1 minute is pushing down, not where I'd like it to be. Again, not where I'd like it to be. I'd like it above the red line pushing down, but it is what it is. And if you guys are using the MACD strategy that JMax goes over every single day on her session at 12 o'clock p.m., the watts, right? That hasn't crossed as yet, right? So you're in patient mode right now. Cool, 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 guys. So that's AUD JPY looking for that sell. AUD USD. Let's see what she's doing for me. She is broken above the ceiling slightly. Broken above the ceiling. No, just wicked above it. So she hasn't quite broken it. Doing something similar to the AUD JPY, right? You can see that she's respecting the ceiling. It is now 540, another opportunity right now on this new 5-minute candle on the 58-second for the sell. You can see you already got a rejection once. This could be the second rejection to push the market further down. Okay. I personally don't like the setup because of where the 1 minute is. Excuse me, guys. Right? But you do have the cross on the MACD. It's starting to spread out. So for you 1 minute traders out there, hey, have at it if you want to. That's looking favorable. So AUD USD for the sell. All right. Nice cross on the MACD. 5 minutes is pushing down. That's a gravy trade, baby. That's a gravy trade for the AUD USD fans out there. See, I'm not one because I can't trade that on my broker right now. That's a good move for y'all. GBP JPY, how are you looking? All right, so GBP JPY is looking like a sell. We had a peak up here. We had some ups and downs here. Then we dropped. We came back up. And so we could literally be looking for a drop right now on GBP JPY. 5 minute is looking good. 1 minute is also looking good. We could be respecting this ceiling right now. This one. We could be respecting that ceiling right now. But you would have had to be ready to take this at the 540 candle, right? We would have to wait for 545 in order to take this. But 5 minute looks good. The 1 minute looks good. And shoot, there she goes. All right, so if you're going to take this at the 540, you would have to take it on this candlestick here, right? In the hopes that price is going to drop. MACD is just now crossing, not a lot of space between it, right? Histogram is now flipping, but you know you need some space. As JMax has taught you guys to just wait for that if you are trading her style during the 1 minute, 2 minute push. The 1 minute, 2 minute waltz, the dance. Okay. So I would have to wait for this. For ready, set, go, which is the 3 minute strategy that I employ every single morning I'm on here. I would have to wait for this type of a move. So price pushed up, rejection here, wait for it to drop. And the drop, I need to see the drop. All right, I need to see the drop. What does that mean? I need to see the RSI starting to turn down. I need to look at my 1 minute time frame and I need to see a convincing candle, a candle that is red. More likely, I would like for it to be an engulfing candle. What's an engulfing candle? It's a candlestick pattern that would display the red engulfing the green, somewhat like what it is now, but pushing down and totally swallowing up this candlestick. Okay, I'd like to see that bearish momentum come in, and I'll be more convinced, the convincing candle. I'll be more convinced and convicted to take that opportunity to the downside. But until then, I'm just waiting, all right? Because we still have bullish pressure pushing up on GBP JPY. Plus, there's an arrow on GBP, and it's only a 1 bar difference, right? But that's what I'll be waiting for. I need a reaction here, and we're getting the reaction. Look, Major reaction to the downside. Time is now 5:44. Major reaction to the downside. You can see that it wants to push. I just have to be patient, okay, for that. And that's GBP JPY. All right, that's GBP JPY kind of narrowing off. We need to see that closure. The 5:45 is coming up now. The 5-minute needs to turn and start to push down. Currency strength meter is telling me that, oh, I don't have GBP up, do I? Because I wasn't trading that. So let me turn that on. What color should we give GBP? Let's give GBP red. Ugh, I don't know if I can see it, but let me turn off the others. Good. So it's red and white. Red and white. Okay. So 45 is here. Look at the major reaction, guys. Look at the reaction on that GBP JPY. Look at the reaction. Okay. I'm not too trusting it, so I'm going to lower my risk. I'm up 3%. So I don't want to risk losing that. So I'm going to drop down to 1%. And the 58-second is coming up in 3, 2, 1. That's my entry right there. Let's see if she's going to want to continue pushing from here. All right, so where would my entry be? Right here. And I'm not going to double up this one, guys. If this one pushes, I'll take the L and I'll just take my 1% hit. And it might need some more time to develop, but you're clearly seeing that reaction right here. Okay. Now the 1 minute, same situation as last time. The 1 minute is where oversold almost. And so it will push back up and then push back down again. So we might be in for a pullback. I should have seen that earlier, but hey, it is what it is. I literally just made that error just now. Anyways. All right, so GBP USD. GBP USD, GBP JPY, and GBP USD is in actually a worse situation than the GBP JPY because while GBP, actually better situation, while GBP JPY had a 1 bar difference, GBP USD has a 2 bar difference. But again, GBP has that up arrow. So be careful, all right? Be cautious. Wait for it to start giving you the drop. Where could we possibly be dropping here? Let me go and take a look at the structure. I have a floor here. And I have a ceiling here. Okay. And look at what the currency strength meter was telling us, that GBP is stronger than JPY. So we should have been going up. I should not have gotten into that trade. GBP USD, which is what we're on now, would be the yellow. So GBP is greater than both of them, guys. So you have a lot of upward momentum right now. So be careful with that. GBP is strong. And it's telling us with the green arrow. All right, so here we go. That would be my markup, looking for the retest at that level. Again, given the currency strengths, not sure if she's going to give us the drop. So it is what it is, guys. It's now 5:50. It is what it is. The market does what the market does, and you need to pay attention because it tells you what it's going to do. You just need to pay close attention. All right, so Euro USD, Euro JPY, USD JPY, AUD JPY, AUD USD, GBP JPY, GBP USD. We went through all 7 pairs this morning, and we were successful with taking one trade. That was a solid trade, Euro USD. That one had to clear it with a double up. So Yeah, solid trade though. Price broke structure twice, indicating to us that there could be a change of character. We're looking at this level as a potential 70.6, 78.6 bounce using this higher level. That could also be a situation. If you look at this right here, you can see it start to consolidate, right? So we got the pullback, and now it's just hesitating to give you that drop. It dropped, it came back to the same high, came to the same low, tested it, came back up to the same high. And guys, literally, we're still in the position to sell the market, right? We're still Euro USD is still giving you the opportunity to sell. But me personally, I would have to see price break below this level right here, like it's doing now, and give you a potential move to the downside after the RSI comes back up to the top. All right. All right. It is now 5:51, guys. We literally have about 9 more minutes left. I hope you guys were able to participate and follow along and more importantly understand what we're discussing. It's not easy. It's not an easy skill only because it takes a toll on your mental strength. It takes a toll on your higher faculties, like imagination, like decision making, being decisive, being patient. These are things that are intangible, but quite measurable when it comes to Forex. How do you measure it? Well, the more disciplined you are, the more consistent you are, the more patient you are, the higher your probability of winning. All right? The higher your profitability. So keep those things in mind. All right? With that being said, guys, it is time to wrap the call up. I want to spend the last couple of minutes looking at the trade ideas from last night on Profits After Dark. We never quite, I'm not sure if you guys got to take any of those trade ideas, but let's switch gears just quickly, just last 8 minutes, guys. I want to look and see what those trade ideas actually did. How did it pay off for us? Let me just check that real quick. Because I do know that I took an NZD trade for the correction of the news. So should be in that. So let me see if I can pull that up. Profits After Dark. All right. So what's the DXY doing here? DXY is pushing up like, whoa. All right, doing what it does, right? That was the move we were looking for. See, retest, looking for that push up, and it's doing its thing. Let's see if it's going to continue. That means that USD should be getting stronger. Well, it is super strong right now. So let's look at the Euro, JPY, and these were all done on the 1 hour time frame. All these ideas were published, right? All these ideas were published. So we had a potential move off the floor here. All right, price came down. Our stop loss was 23 pips. If we took this, would have been stopped out if the 23 pip was the limit. The limit really, though, could be below this low because price did push down. So this was your second entry. Remember, we had two entries. We had this one, and then we had the second one here. So this would have been your first attempt right here, no doubt. If you got this and all things line up, the RSI line up, you see how that happened? RSI was lined up, you were at the floor, possible push up, but price decided to tank some more. Okay, nothing you can do about that. It tanked, and look at the relative strength. It did not push up a lot, right? The strength to the upside, although you see all this movement, was quite weak. Did it again, then it dropped. So you have another potential entry, right, on this candlestick. But remember, Euro is slightly stronger than the Japanese, well, has an up arrow, and they're both equal. Let me refresh the current strength meter. Now the up arrow is gone and the Japanese yen is slightly stronger. So you could still have that momentum to the downside. So with this one, there's nothing you can do but put your stop loss and pray for the best. Right? On the closing of this candlestick at 6 o'clock, you enter your trade here. You put your stop loss below here. Right? And if you want to be a little bit more accurate, you can probably throw on an indicator like the ATR or something like that. And I would be targeting this high. So that's a 79 pip take profit, call it an 80 pip take profit for a potential 40 pip stop loss. That's a big stop loss, but you guys know how to do proper risk management, right? You know how to do position sizing. So you know how to not risk more than you're willing to lose by adjusting your lot size so you can take on more risk. Guys, professional traders, they place their stops where their stops need to be. All right? There's a less likelihood of getting stopped out to only watch the trade go in your direction. It happens all the time. Okay? So put your stop losses where they should be. All right? So if we're going to continue on this uptrend, then that would be my suggestion to you guys on the closing of this candlestick. That could potentially be a trade for you because we already pushed below the low here. That would have been a liquidity grab or a stop hunt for all those individuals who are trying to buy off this floor. Now would be actually a good time to get in on the closing of that candle for a leverage position. Okay, so that's Euro JPY. Potential buy opportunity on Euro JPY. Let's see what Euro USD JPY did. So we got the entry two. We got entry two. Entry one was here. We got entry two, and it gave us TP1. So TP1 was this zone here. We got TP1. Now we're getting the fall. Okay. So definitely, guys, this would have been an awesome trade if you caught it. Similar situation like what we were just looking at. Price wick below the zone, could have been a stop hunt, liquidity grab. Price did not push down like we have here. Notice, price did not push down, but instead it pushed back up. On the break of this structure back to the upside, that could have been my entry, and we're taking the second entry back up. So TP1 would have been smashed. You could have moved your stop here if you did not come out. Move your stop to the break-even point, and then just wait for this now to respect the level here, this level, which was the last ceiling, respect it, and then continue pushing up for potential TP2. And hey, if it just pushes today, TP3 could be a possibility. That's USD JPY. We have 2 more minutes. AUD JPY, 1 hour time frame. We're waiting still for this to come back up to there. AUD USD, similar situation. GBP JPY, oh, we're having the move right now off the floor on the lower time frame on the 5 minute. That is the move, guys. That is the move. So for a higher time frame trade, that's your entry. You are in profit right now, all the way up to this high. That would have been an amazing entry on GBP JPY on our leverage move. That's it right here happening now. All right, 5:59. This is happening now, guys. Again, wink, wink. This is happening now. Okay. AUD, NZD. This is the trade I'm currently in personally. Taking the opposite way of the news, got in at the high, taking it down low. All right. So if, well, you guys probably would not have taken this, but while we were on the session, I told you that this was the move for me. I want to capture this NZD reversal. We're going to take out all of this fair value gap, right? At least down to this level. And so said, so done. I don't want her to turn anywhere here. So I'm going to go over and protect my trade. All right. So this is AUD, NZD pushing in the right direction. NZD USD should also have some form of a retracement. This isn't happening quite as nicely as AUD NZD is. So I took the AUD NZD. I did not take the NZD USD. And for good reason. And you can see it's still quite pushing down. It's not quite ready to push up back yet, so let that continue to do its thing. Euro USD did not give us the bounce we wanted here. Instead, she tanked. And you did not get a confirmation here either. So you should not have been in that unless you took it early here. All right. And if you took it early here, the stop loss would be below here, you'd have been out that trade. All right. So I'm not really following Euro USD at this time because she broke below the moving average. She fell all the way down here. I need her to stabilize and let me know what she wants to do. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That's our leverage setups from last night. For you YouTube folks, you got the good fortune, the pleasure of sitting in with us as we go through our leverage trade setups from last night. That's Profits After Dark. This is Profits Before Sunrise, where we actually are ending this session profitably. If you guys were able to take any of those trades from this morning, proper risk management would have been the key. And we continue later on today with none other than Trading Extraordinaire, all right? Entrepreneur Queen, the Empress herself, JMax. That's at 12 p.m. today. So please join us on the waltz. She navigates the dance floor with us with her exciting and fun self. We have lots of fun on that call, all right? And then we're going to be transitioning into Profits After Dark tonight. We're going to be looking at the outcome of the trades. We're going to be looking at the trade setups for the rest of the week and just see how they're going to play out, all right? So you can't grow what you can't measure, ladies and gentlemen. So do your documentation on every single trade that you take. Make sure that you are journaling. Make sure that you're documenting your trade setups. And I wish you guys all the best. So with that being said, thank you again, YouTube. Feel free to subscribe. If you found this information of value, you can feel free to hit the notification bell so that when we're on again, you're going to be able to know and get notified. All right. Sometimes I don't get to post the link because I get the link through the Zoom application. And sometimes that might be too late for you guys. But we're here 5 a.m. every Wednesday morning, Profits Before Sunrise. This is what we do all day, every day. We trade in the largest financial markets in the world, Forex, crypto, stocks, you name it. The market conditions are usually all the same. If you know one, you pretty much know them all. Fundamentals will be the next game to learn. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, may the divine forces in me greet the divine forces in you. May you all manifest each and every heart's desire. Ashe family, one love. Have an amazing rest of the day. This is your boy Mark with a C. I'm out, guys. Peace.